about to enjoy one of the most iconic, award-winning barbecue meals in the country. In 1984, Don Peltz began with one simple idea: serve the absolute best barbecue possible.
Get your bibs out, get your fingers ready, get your mouth starting to water, because this, for National Barbecue Month, which is May, also my girlfriend's birthday, also Jane Brown's anniversary today.
That's right.
We're doing all sorts of celebrations, and this is from Corky's award-winning barbecue in Memphis, Tennessee. We are talking about bringing you tender, delicious, fall off the bone. Look at how that bone looks like it has been licked clean.
That's right. Look at that, all meat.
Fall off the bone. This is all meat that you're going to be eating that is juicy, that is flavorful, that is tender, that is meaty, and so much meat. This is Corky's, a brand that has been here for about 25 plus years.
Yep.
Their today's special value, something that you actually cannot get in the restaurant on Poplar Avenue or anywhere. So even if you love Corky's and you know the restaurant, you've got to come here to get this.
That's right.
Jimmy
Only
Stovall,
here.
I'm going to see you in 1 second. Because here's
Absolutely.
the story. We come on over here because our offer is the baby back ribs. Already sauced, sweet and smoky. Something that you're not even going to get with that sweet and smoky barbecue sauce at the restaurant. Not the baby back ribs, not the sauce. 3 pounds is your choice, $17.50 to get at home. Double that amount, save $39.98, and get 6 pounds. And that's going to be $25 on that easy pay, on that 4 easy payments. But here's my recommendation. For twice the price of 3 pounds, we're going to triple the quantity and give you 9 pounds. They're going to come to you in 1 pound packages that are already fully sauced. These are fully cooked. All you're doing is heating them up and eating them up in about 30 minutes. And guess what that means? You are hanging out with friends. You are talking smack. You are having your favorite beverage. You're out in the backyard. You're doing all the things. For National Barbecue Month, we wanted to bring Memphis, Tennessee barbecue here that is award-winning, that they know how to do this. Things that you should know. The 3 pound, by the way, is the exact same price as last year.
That's right.
The 6 pound, by the way, is the exact same price as last year.
Yeah.
The 9 pound is just twice of the 3. I'll say that again. 3 times the amount for only double the price.
Right.
Things that you should know. There's a now ship date, there's a May 19th, and there's a June 23rd, and auto delivery. 4 out of 10 people, Jimmy Stovall, are locking in auto delivery where it'll come to their home every 60 days. And here's why. If you already know Corky's baby back ribs, your auto delivery from last year is finished. So you need to opt in again. And again, with that 3 pound that you're buying, same exact price as last year. 6 pound that you're buying, same exact price as last year. I don't know anything actually that's a 2024 price in 2025.
There's nothing.
Especially when it comes to meat.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about this. Call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to hear your story on when you're buying your Corky's, who you're buying it for. The May 19th ship is going to get there for Dad's Day. On June 15th. The June 23rd will get there for the 4th of July. Price goes up, easy pay goes away at the end of the day on this. Ready, set, go, Jimmy Stovall. I'd love for you to introduce us to these baby back ribs.
So first of all, why baby backs? We only do these here at QVC. Years ago, I wanted to bring the absolute best of the best to QVC. And baby backs, that's what Tom and I turn into competitions. This truly is the finest cut of ribs that you can get. It's because, look at this.
Look at this.
Because, I know.
Sam.
It's because the bones are smaller, so smaller like the size of my pinky. There's less fat, and then you get more meat. And that is the baby back difference. The second thing is, look at this.
This is a meat
look at this.
loaf.
I know. And that's just 2 little bones.
That's just 2 bones.
Yeah. And the other thing is we start with the finest quality meats, Rachel. We've done that since the beginning at Corky's for 41 years. When you start with the finest quality, you get the best results. And so we start with these big, meaty baby back ribs, and then we hand trim them. So we hand trim these so that they're squared off, and you're not, how many times have you gotten ribs and at the very end it's all just nothing but bones and there's no meat? These have tons of meat all the way to the end of the bones, and that's that baby back difference. Then what we do, we slow smoke them to perfection. Real hickory wood and charcoal. Our pit masters load those pits up with real hickory logs and charcoal. We slow smoke each rack for 5, 6, 7 hours. They take them off one at a time. Our pit masters know when these ribs are done by looking at them. One at a time they come off. Then we hand cut them into these 1 pound portions because we know that's everybody's favorite size here at QVC. That is that nice big plate size 1 pound portion. Then we sauce it with that sweet and smoky sauce, which is the perfect combination and layers of flavor to go with that smoky barbecue rib meat. It is that paprika, that smoky paprika. Then the sweetness balances it with a little honey crystal and some molasses. It's so good. So what happens with that is when you heat it back up at home, that sauce kind of caramelizes in. On top of that, we call it the bark, right there up on top.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's where all that beautiful flavor is.
This is gonna make you dance. Okay, come on in. That beautiful flavor. Are you showing a little smoke ring over here?
Yeah,
I'll
turn this around.
1 second?
Yeah, so you see that pink.
Check this out.
That pink right there. Oop,
Yep.
drop me a bone.
Yep.
That pink right here, that is the smoke ring.
The famous
that
smoke
is
ring.
when
That's flavor right here.
Yeah, that's when that hickory wood and charcoal. And as soon as we start cooking it, it sinks down into that meat. The meat is tender and juicy and fall off the bone. That pinkness, that is the flavor from that hickory wood and charcoal. That's authentic barbecue, not just some meat with barbecue sauce.
I have close to 200 ordered already.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
300 people on the phone lines
Wow,
right
thank
now.
you.
You want to lock in auto delivery because you're going to lock in for the 3 pound and the 6 pound 2024 prices for all of 2025 and going into 2026 because the auto delivery is a year. Let me share with you that for the price of the 3 pound, so 2 times that 3 pound price, we're going to give you 3 times the quantity. So not 3 pounds or 6 pounds. We're going to give you 9 pounds for double the 3 pound price. That's crazy. I just want you to come and this is your meal. You've got your watermelon, you've got your potato salad,
baked beans.
you've got your baked beans.
Yep.
Like that is the meal that is like, we're out in the backyard, everybody's dancing, maybe people are playing some spades or some hearts or some bid whist. You've got some veg on this one, which I love. You've got veg on this one, fries, and then some more coleslaw on this one. I'm going to share with you exactly what the offer is and let you know that this is a price. This is an easy pay that is here only until the end of the day. It's M134447. Call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to talk to you. Price goes up. Easy pay goes away at the end of the day. 3 pounds, $17.50 to get 3 pounds home. Jimmy said that if you cut this in half, he's looking at 2 servings a pound, which is super generous.
Yeah, that's a half a pound serving each.
That's a half a pound serving each. So look at this and say, I'm gonna feed 6 people for $70. That's gonna be pork baby back ribs that are already fully sauced from Memphis. Double that amount, save almost $40, get the 6 pound home, you're feeding 12 people, right? But for 2 times the price of the 3 pound, we're gonna triple the amount, send 9 pounds to your home. You'll get 9 of these single 1 pound bags that you can squirrel in, wherever in your freezer. They're already sauced in here, perfectly sauced, perfectly portioned. All you do is heat and eat because they are fully cooked for you. Price goes up, easy pay goes away at the end of the day. For National Barbecue Month, we wanted to bring you our best, and this is really it. You can't get the baby backs at the restaurant. Let us know, do you want it now? Do you want it May 19th, which would be in time for Father's Day?
Memorial Day.
And Memorial Day, or June 23rd, which is going to be in time for the 4th of July.
That's right. Those are the big barbecue holidays.
Those are the big barbecue holidays. And the auto delivery, if you had this last year, yours just ended, so it's time to re-up. Let me give you an update on what's happening. 10,000 orders have been placed already today.
Thank you.
350 now in this current show. 400 people are on the phone lines right now placing orders. Be patient with us, or you can always go to QVC.com and just tap the app. Tom Cassidy is here with us as well.
Yeah. Right before you go over there, I just want to show you this because I told you we hand trim these.
Oh, yes.
This is the last bone. You see this? This is the very last bone.
Oh, you get the
so
heel.
many times.
You get the end.
So many times with ribs, the very last bone or the very last 2 bones have no meat. Look at this. This is all meat from the very last bone. This is the Corky's difference. This is the baby back difference. And this is why we like to kick off summer here at QVC with these.
Well, not only that, again, there is that hand element that's done here. These aren't machines that are cooking these racks of ribs. They aren't. That's why they come out like they've been babysat. Because
they have.
If you're not buying these, you're the one who's babysitting the grill. I'm going to come on over to Tom Cassidy because the reality is that you're spending all day when you've got people over at the house over the grill. Everybody else is back here having drinks, playing games, talking to the family, and you're trapped on the grill. Because you're buying this now, you're not trapped on the grill anymore because all you're going to do is heat these up and you're going to eat them. And they're going to be heated up in about 30 minutes. Jimmy, or I'll talk to Tom Cassidy. Tell us what we do with these.
There's a couple different ways, right? I think the best way is put them in the oven in a covered dish.
Yep.
Put about 1/3 of the sauce that's in the bag in there. Save the other 2/3 to brush on them later.
Yeah.
30 minutes at 350, you're done.
Yeah, done.
My dad, bless his heart, loved them on the grill. He
Correct.
loved that char, so that's what I'm doing here. All I'm doing
This
is
is
I'm
another way you can
This is
prepare.
another way, yeah.
Okay.
You can baste them. I'm just basting and flipping, basting and flipping.
Okay.
On about a low heat
Yeah.
for about 20 minutes, and they're ready to go.
Okay, so you can do your own little performance.
Yeah.
You can act like you really did them, right?
Everybody else to bring the side.
Correct.
Yes.
You put them on the grill like
Correct.
you've been cooking them all day.
Absolutely.
And cut them up and serve them up.
Act like you have been there for hours.
That's right.
Right, just hours, but really it's only 20 minutes. It's M134447. When we talk about food brands here at QVC that are a runaway hit every single time, you know Jimmy and Tom Cassidy for the baby back ribs. You know them, of course, for the chicken that you bring all the time. You know for the microwave meals, but really it's about that hand component
Yes.
that happens at Corky's,
Yeah.
because
Exactly,
these aren't
exactly right.
machines.
No.
This isn't like an automatic time, like we cook every rack of ribs for only 30 minutes.
No.
That's not how meat responds.
No, not at all. It's funny you say that because there is no we cook them for this long. Every
Correct.
time you hear Jimmy or I say it, we'll say we cook these for 5, 6, 7 hours. We let the ribs tell us when they're ready, right? Every rack of ribs is different. One might go 4, one might go 6. It is what it is.
It depends on the rack they're on.
Yeah.
If they're on a higher rack or a lower
Lower
rack.
rack.
When I tell you it's an art, and our pit
is.
masters
Yes.
take so
I want
much
some more,
pride in
please.
cooking. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
They take so much pride in cooking for everybody because, you know, a lot of times you hear it's like a restaurant. We are, take that.
Are a
We
restaurant.
are, I took all the meat off
Okay.
that one. There you go.
Did you really?
We
Not
are
really.
a restaurant, and we get to, you know, cook and serve people right there at the restaurant every single day. So when our pit masters cook for you, they take so much pride in delivering the absolute best barbecue to
Here we
send
go.
across the country, so that when you take it out, you heat it up. There's our barbecue restaurant. It's a joint. There's our pit right there. And you know, there's so much pride into making sure that you get that restaurant experience in your house. So whether you're just heating them up because you want some ribs for dinner, or you have your family and friends over and you're serving these and you're proud to serve Corky's, that is why they do what they do every single day, and they've been with Corky's for decades, because it's not just something like you said. It's not like you go, hey, we're going to train a new pit master and this is how you do it. It's not like that. It's feel, it's touch, it's look, and that is the difference, because it's not just meat with barbecue sauce. Barbecue to us is the
religion.
process. It is, but it's the process. It's that slow smoked process, real hickory wood and charcoal. And I'll tell you what I think the difference is. Probably everybody's had a hamburger like from the oven or something, and it's just a burger. But when you break out that charcoal grill in your backyard and you cook up some burgers on a charcoal grill, the difference in flavor, that's the difference with our ribs and some other ribs that you might have gotten somewhere else. These are authentic. You can see that beautiful smoke ring that you don't get.
And they're baby back ribs. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about that. They're pork baby back ribs.
Yep.
These aren't big beef ribs, you know, that like are big kind of, they can be a
Yep,
little bit
one bone.
harder to eat,
Yep.
one bone, not a whole lot of meat. These baby back ribs are, we call it the filet mignon of ribs, do we not?
That's right.
And for good reason.
Because it's the best cut.
Because
That's
it
like
is
the
the best
filet.
cut.
That's right.
Let me talk to you about what we've got going on, because a lot of folks are jumping in and ordering right now. Welcome on in. It's our today's special value, our best value of the day. May is National Barbecue Month. So what did we do? We brought in the barbecue experts. Corky's, award-winning barbecue from Memphis, Tennessee. You can tell all your friends you got your meat flown in because you did.
That's right.
So here's the story. 3 pounds for $17.50 on that easy pay. Under $70, feeding 6 people, okay? Double the amount, save close to $40. You're not doing 2 times at 3 points. Save close to $40. You're getting 6 pounds home, feeding 12 people for that easy pay of $25. But here's where the huge, crazy, are you kidding me value is. For 2 times the price of 3 pounds, you're gonna get triple the amount. So for double the price of the 3 pounds, you're gonna get triple the quantity. I cannot underscore that enough. You're saving $69.98. Wow, the price of the 3 pound is $69. So it's kind of like buy 2, get 1 free.
Exactly.
It's essentially like a buy a 6, get a 9. So
Yeah.
here's the update on what's happening though. Shipping May 19th, ship week, 2,300 to go around for May 19th. So we've got a couple ship dates. We have a now and May 19th. Remember, May 19th is going to be in time for
Memorial.
Dad's Day
Yep.
and Memorial Day. So those are the big ones, the heavy hitters.